Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are doing a small series on different signs of a healthy relationship, and today let's talk about commitment. Commitment is basically not seeing the other person as an option or as replaceable. So once you get into a relationship, and it's very important for for the relationships that we have not chosen, say familial relationships, parents and children, siblings, or cousins, and also expands to the relationships that we choose, our romantic partners, our friends, our colleagues, our managers, our bosses. So we need to be committed to each relationship that we have in our life and not make the other person feel like they are replaceable. They are just an option. A lot of times when people say there are a lot of, I've heard a lot of uh, instances where parents have said to their children, well, I wish you were not my child. I wish you were not my son or daughter. I wish someone else was my son or daughter. I wish. And it's always when the child has done something that they do not approve. The same thing goes up to friends or romantic partners. I wish I did not. I have not. I married someone else. I wish I married that person. I wish I married her. I wish I married him. What these dialogues actually do is make the other person feel unwanted, undesirable, and replaceable, and just an option. Yes, sometimes quite a few relationships we have chosen the person, we have chosen the partner, we have chosen the person, and after the choice is made, we should not behave as if they are just an option and they are replaceable. Well, I wish I wish you were not my girlfriend or boyfriend. I wish I I went out with that person. You can talk about people that you find attractive. That is not an issue. But expressing that you hope or you wish that you were not with the person that you currently are with tells them that you are not happy in that relationship. You, even by saying I wish you were more like someone, I wish, when parents tell their kids, I wish you were more like, say, someone's a neighbor's child or a cousin. what they're what they're saying is like, I wish, what the child hears is, I wish they were my child and not you. And there's a different way to expressing that. Whatever you want to see in your child or your partner, I want you to be more attentive, I want you to be more more caring, I I want you to study more, spend more time uh, with your academics. I don't want you to uh, I don't want you to fight with people without reason. So when you speak about the qualities that you want to modify in your child or your partner or people you're working with or your friends, It is just that you're talking about that quality, and yes, you're trying, you still want them in your life, but you also would prefer if they acted in a certain way, if they were more caring, if they were more if they paid more attention to certain things. But when you say that, oh, why can't you be like him, why can't you be like her, I wish, I wish the I wish you were not my child, or I wish someone else were my child, they would never do this. You are basically trying to tell the child or your partner that they are replaceable. I do not want you in my life. And that is the absolute opposite of commitment. When you are committed to someone, you are saying that I want you in my life. You are a part of my life. You are a significant part of my life. You are an important part of my life. And there are things, well, there's always things that we wish different people in our lives did differently. I and we can talk about those things, but when we are committed, we don't see them as replaceable, and we should not see them as replaceable. And and when we don't see them as replaceable, we tend, and there is acceptance there, there is complete acceptance, and I'll talk about acceptance later. So there is an acceptance of their flaws, and accepting that yes, we have our flaws, they have their flaws. Can we work on them? Yes. But do we is it something a make it or break it situation? If it is a make it or break it situation, that needs to be addressed before you commit into the relationship. There are a few relationships that were out of our hands. We got into those relationships without any, or without our input. We cannot help them, but at least the relationships that we can choose and we have a choice in, if there are things that are make it or break it, we need to express them beforehand outright. And once we commit, we should not make the other person feel replaceable. The same thing goes for them as well. They should not make us feel replaceable, and they should not uh, we are always worse in every aspect than someone else. At the same time, we are always better at every aspect than someone else. Can we work on different aspects of our life? Definitely yes. And when people compare us, different aspects of us, to others and say they are better, you should be more like them, you should try to emulate them, why can't you be like them, then why am I in your life? Why can't you just have them in your life? So when you say, when you bring another person to compare, you need to establish, if it is absolutely necessary, if you cannot express uh, without comparing with someone else or bringing someone else into the picture, first establish that you like them, you like your partners, you like your children, you love your children, you like being with your friends. Establish the fact that they are an important part of your life, you enjoy having them in your life, and then add on top of that the things that you want to compare, you want to change, uh, you want you want each other to work on. But instead of that, when we directly go on and say, why can't you be like them? You should be more like them. You should be, even if it is, you should be more like your brother or sister. It is telling the child, it is telling your partner, it is telling your friend that they are replaceable, and you would rather have them, or sometimes it also might come off as you regret having them in your life and you're stuck with them, so that you have to work with what you're dealt with, and you don't want them in your life, and you want them to change so that they are more desirable and they are more acceptable, which is not what we as normal, regular, healthy people try to say. What what we try to do when we are committed to someone is we establish that they are not replaceable and they are wanted and cherished in our lives. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below, and please share my videos with people you feel would benefit from my content, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Until we meet again.